Hey everybody, welcome back to Celestial Guidance with Janine. This is a pick a card reading. Shh. Before I even begin with that one, let me just say there's been a lot of interruptions lately. I have been stopped 3 times from making this video so far, and I'm getting a little like, okay, get grounded type feeling, like breathe, and I've had to take 20 minutes out before I even started this video, and now the dogs are acting up again. So I'm just going to push forward with this, and I am feeling like there's a lot of weird energy. I can't even explain it. It's just a really weird off energy, like we're having backlash from Mercury retrograde or something, but it feels really off. And the only thing I keep hearing is to stay off social media. Don't read everything you're hearing about on the news. You're staying off the TV news. And just really get yourself grounded and really pull yourself back. Stay heart-centered. Really get yourself rooted down into Mother Earth. And I guess that's why she wanted me to do, because the message I was hearing was to do a reading, a message from Mother Gaia, something that's coming forward, within the next week, like a message for you for this week from Mother Gaia. Mother Earth, Mother Gaia, and she wanted me to use my spirit animal cards. So I had shuffled them out, and each one had flown out. And then there's also a angel card that we have here. But basically, these are the stones that I was picked or guided to use, which was really interesting considering the messages I keep receiving. So just really keep yourself grounded. Have yourself rooted into Mother Earth. Listen to good music, meditation, stuff to get you out of your head. Don't listen to everything you're listening to right now or watching, or just really get yourself grounded. Okay, so with that, this is a pick a card reading. We have 3 different stones here. We have the tiger's eye, which is actually mixed in with hematite. I really like this one. I used to have a really beautiful one, and I gave it away. Somebody who needed it a lot more than me. So this was gifted to me. This is a very beautiful stone, and this is tiger's eye mixed with hematite. And then this is my ocean agate that I found out in the ocean in San Pedro. And when I researched it, this is what came up. So it's an ocean agate. And then Tektite. Tektite is a meteorite. It's been said to come from outer space or something, and it has some energy mixed in with that as well. So pick your choice. Take a deep breath, get guided. What pile you're most guided to, or even all 3. You can listen to all 3 as well. There's nothing that says you can't pick any more than one. But if you're guided to the most one, I would listen to that one first, and then listen to the other ones if you're guided to. Sometimes that's how I get guided, because it's always like more information, or more guidance, I should say. But yeah, so pick your pile, take a deep breath, go to the stone that you're most attracted to, and then in a moment we will begin. We're going to go with pile 1. I hope you've chosen your card. We'll get to these in a moment. So pile 1, first off, you picked the tiger's eye. The tiger's eye, and mixed in with the hematite, is asking for, groundedness, balance. Where are my glasses? Oh my gosh, I lost my glasses already. Let's see. I don't even know where I put them at. I thought they were on top of my head. So, in the notes that I have for my stones, I always have notes for all my stones, because a lot of times there's so much information about every stone, it's really hard to remember everything. So hematite is really, it's a root chakra stone, and it's it's a grounding and protection, and it gives you a sense of safety. This is a really great stone for me. It's like more about balancing out my mind, my emotions. It helps me to center. It helps me to have more, balance and stability. More building on your self-esteem, balance and stability. So I really like it. But I like that it's mixed with the tiger's eye, because the tiger's eye is really about the solar plexus. And that one is your the solar plexus chakra, but it's also about the being confident and giving you courage and giving you balance in that area. It's more about finding your own personal power. So it always makes me feel more stable, more grounded, and with it mixed in, it's just more of a groundedness. So if you're being attracted to Tiger's Eye, they're asking you to get yourself more grounded, find your personal power back, your confidence. But it also calms down your mind and your your self-esteem. Overreacting, I think the thoughts more, helping you just basically be more grounded down into earth. So you're more calmer, you're going to be more at peace. This is a really beautiful stone. I really like this one. And then it's really funny because I do like that it's, what was it I read somewhere? Because it's something about, oh yeah, that's right. It also stimulates the Tiger's Eye. It stimulates all the first 3 chakras. So if you're looking to find more groundedness, most of the time we are in our heads or up in the upper 3 chakras, and we're never really on our lower 3 chakras. So this one really helps stimulate your root chakra, your sacral chakra, and your solar plexus. And that's finding your personal power, your creativity. The sacral chakra is about creativity, and there's more in there too. But it's we need to get all 3, grounded down into Mother Earth, and that helps to have a balance within our minds and our energy and our mind and our spirit. So this is a really great stone to be around or have or hold. That way you can find your own personal power. But this is a really great stone. Okay, so the Mother Gaia card, and I really believe animals, Mother Earth always speaks to me. I mean, I found my stone, in the ocean, and I always find gifts out in Mother Earth, out in the world, Mother Gaia. I feel like I'm always being gifted things, and it's because of the energy, and I ask for signs, and I believe that I always get messages. So when you believe in something, you start seeing it more. So I've been noticing it more and more. And the animals speak to us too. Not only animals, but birds, any kind of nature, wildlife, anything associated to Mother Gaia. You'll always see, messages. Even like trees, I'll notice trees. They always have a certain frequency. So it's just being really connected to Mother Gaia. And the best way to get connected to Mother Gaia is using Tiger's Eye and Hematite. So it's kind of fitting. So let's see what you got on your first card. Orange-bellied parrot, radiance, expression, communication, acceleration. I feel like with this one, you're on your way to really start speaking your truth. But I also feel like you have a message to share, that there's something there that you're getting ready. I feel like within this week, and this is Gaia's message for this week for you. So I am feeling like there is some, let's see what my dog's chewing up over here. I love how the colors are all melded together, just to have the hibiscus on the back. So I feel like, like springtime a lot too. Or maybe you're going to a trip to Hawaii. It's going to be pretty fast moving because you got acceleration. So I do feel like there's a way that you're going to start expressing yourself in a more beautiful way, in a more expressive way, but you're going to be able to communicate yourself more freely and feel like less restricted, basically is what I'm hearing. Like you'll be free. And I feel like it's going to happen pretty quick. So I don't know if you're like, thinking of, going out and, doing YouTube videos and having a way to express yourself. But I feel like this is something you are meant to do. You're meant to shine and, really shine your light, or show your beauty, show your uniqueness. There's a reason why. And birds also, I feel like with birds, they always have messages like, parrots. And I can't remember what the meaning behind parrot was. I would definitely look that one up. Not just the orange-bellied parrot. I would probably look that one up too. Oh, I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm so all over the place. I'm trying to get myself grounded. I'm trying to do this video for I don't know how long. And then I gotta find my glasses so I can read, because they want me to read this page. What you guys do to my glasses? Hold on. Enough. Okay, so we're going to look this one up. Because I forgot they wanted me to read from the book. Because there are some animals that have more meanings than others. And, especially if they're, orange-bellied parrot, who's going to know the meaning behind that one? And so they wanted me to read from the book and give you the message of what this one's trying to tell you. When parrot flies into your world, he brings a burst of fresh Marty. A burst of fresh energy and the gift of acceleration to your path. Just as parrot flies through the trees at great speed, angling his body to maintain acceleration while narrowly missing branches, he calls you now to trust the energy rising within and be ready to leap forward with dynamic and radiant expression. Some planning may be needed, but don't get hung up on the details. Movement creates energy and new possibility. The path will reveal itself as you take steps, and it's often easier to see what needs to be navigated once you are in motion. Like a rainbow in motion, your light will learn to bend as part of the opening for the channels for your full expression. Orange-bellied parrots calls you to communicate openly, honestly, and clearly with others. Be playful and expressive. Let humor open spaces for new levels of connection. Take time to elevate your mastery of the art of listening to others and to yourself. If you're not sure whether you understand what another has said, repeat their words back to them. Validate their expression and allow them to know that they have been heard. Ask for the same in return. When orange-bellied parrot leaves the shores of its summer homeland on winter migration, it trusts the spirit of adventure and brings all of its beauty with it. As you step out into the world, bring yourself with you in full color. This is not a time to hold back. You are ready one. You are only one, but your gifts are bright and many. Release the pace of the past. Take a breath. This is your time to fly. And then it says, I am an expression of God's light and color. I move with the swiftness of angels. I radiate who I am and all that I do. I am the rainbow bridge with wings. That was such a beautiful message. So you're definitely being asked to move forward and get ready to do what you're meant to be doing and start expressing yourself more openly. Oh my God. I can't make this stuff up. So the angel card that came out with it is beauty. And that is really funny because they're asking you to really shine your light and your beauty. And that's so synchronistic. I just love that. Oh my God. Can't make that up. That would come out of all the cards I have in there. that one would come out with that one. That is just beautiful. Whoops, sorry. All right. And let's see. Just ask, what else do you need to know for this week? It's really time for you to really express your own uniqueness, your beauty, the colors, and oh my God, that's so synchronistic. Okay, what else do you need to know for this week? What does pile 1 need to know for this week? These ones are still fairly new, so I may have to break these up myself or separate them myself. Okay, nothing wants to fly out. Owl spirit, wisdom. You've been gaining a lot of wisdom in the last few years. I'm hearing, it's been a journey, and you've been gaining a lot of wisdom, from spirit, from owl spirit. You receive a lot of messages. So I feel like birds is probably one of your totem animals, but I would also feel like an owl could also be your totem. And I feel like you receive a lot of messages for birds. Maybe you even have birds, and this is a sign for you to pay attention to the messages of the birds. What are they trying to tell you? Either it's a eagle or a fairy, hummingbird. I always think of hummingbirds are fairies. Hummingbirds or even dragonflies. They're all associated with spirit, and they've been trying to give you a message. So pay attention to the birds that you see. Pay attention to the colors, what kind of bird it is. Look up the meaning behind it, because the spirit is definitely trying to give you a message. And I feel like with you, it's through birds. So we have an owl spirit, and then you got the orange-bellied parrot. And then you got the reflectory pool, stillness. So they're also asking in this time, through this week, to definitely start getting, take some time out, some stillness, quiet the mind, receive the messages, go with your intuition, go with that guidance that you're getting. You are being guided, but just pay attention to it, write it down, get everything, out on paper. Even if you're just making notes of it, but take that time out to really do some reflection. Really look back at yourself and see how much you've grown in the last few years, how much you have really gained wisdom. Really accept that about yourself. And I feel like that's probably why you're getting the tiger's eye and the hematite stone, is to help you to gain back your own personal power and to realize, that you have gifts to share. Marina! That child is supposed to be taking a nap right now. Okay. But they're asking you to take time out to really get within yourself too, so you can get more guidance and go with that in your intuition, follow your intuition. And when they're saying when you're ready, it's time to start taking action on those intuition gifts that you're getting. It's time for you to start taking movement with that, start expressing yourself. So let me see. All right, let's go with the next set. Is there anything else Pile One needs to know for this? Whew. Oh, no way. The card that came out, tuning in, turning in. Definitely, you got to get your mind quiet. You got to stop overthinking, overanalyzing, and listening to other people and other people's advice. You need to start going within, start turning in. So they're really asking you to get quiet within your mind. Stop the overthinking, stop the overanalyzing. You have a big celebration coming in this week. Let's see. The cards are flying out. Make sure I'm not missing anything else. Okay. Anything else Pile One needs to know? Let's see. Yeah. Oh, okay. I see. Okay. So I definitely feel like a celebration is really mainly, a lot from what I'm seeing so far, is that you are going to start celebrating you. You're really breaking free from the chains. You're being a rebel, basically. Being the rebel, standing out, and here again, more colors where he's expressing himself. But I feel like you're breaking free from the mind, not mind control, but just like old beliefs and old behaviors type thing. But I feel like you're breaking free and you're really starting to break out, and that's where the self-expression or the expression is coming out. And I feel like it's going to be really fast. But the really way to get there is to get quiet within yourself, and ask yourself, who do you want to be? What do you want to be like? What do the things that you're trying to let go of? Making those, ask yourself these questions, making a detailed, line on it. So I feel like you're writing. So I see, like writing, getting it out on paper, making a list of things, writing it down how you want to be. What is the personality you want to let go of? Or what do you want to be more of? You want to be more of love and peace. How can you express that more into the world, into your surroundings? Definitely a lot of sorrow, a lot of like, what do you call that? Like everything's been the same over and over and over, and it's brought a lot of inner sorrow. Maybe you've gone through a really hard time and things have just been the same for so long, and no changes, and you're just waiting, and it's bringing a lot of inner turmoil in your mind where you're just overthinking it too much. So they're really asking you, that's why they're really wanting you to get quiet. Yeah, the situation's not serving you. Not being, being in your head and just over analyzing everything. It's not in the space you're supposed to be in. That's why they really want to get into go into your heart. You really get quiet, get your mind quiet, listen to meditation music, listen to the solfeggio sounds to help break up that energy, that blocked energy that's within you. Because everything is about energy. The more you think of, the more you're going to be down that same trail, going down, down, down. So, it's just one of those things where you have to really work through, but it might take practice. Don't give up on yourself, because it could happen more faster than you think. And I feel like it would be faster if you just start expressing yourself more freely. And my candle blew out. Oh, it's very low. Oh my gosh. So, but the situation is not serving you going down that road. So they really want you to go within yourself, go within your mind, go within your heart, let go of all that overthinking and overanalyzing, and just really get yourself heart-centered and speak, through your speak through your heart, listen through your heart. And that's where you get most of your intuitive information, is through the heart space. Yeah, you're the creator of your life. You're the one who creates what you want in your life. You are the one to create, the overthinking or the peace, or, how do you want to really be? And I know a lot of it can be, it's hard, especially if we're depressed and anxiety, and it's really hard to get yourself, grounded. So maybe using that stone will help out, using hematite will help balance out those emotions and those feelings and the anxiety, and it helps stimulate, get yourself grounded. Because if you're grounded and you're in balance, then you're not overthinking. You're in the moment. You need to stay in the present moment. That's the trick. But you are the creator of your thoughts, of your dreams, of what you create, of what you want in your life, the magic you want to create in your life. It's about what you are putting out into the universe. You are the one creating it. So you got to create it. No one else is going to do it for us. I have to get something to drink. My throat is dry. Yeah, everything is energy, they're saying. So it's really, unlocking all those old patterns, habits, and really getting out of the head. And being in the head can be a habit. It could be a pattern you've been doing for many years. Maybe you're just now being aware of it. You're like, wow, you know what? I've always been like this. Maybe it's something I need to do to change that. So affirmations help me in really getting myself focused into my day. My job causes a lot of anxiety. So I've been learning to practice, getting myself in, mental strength, but it's also about getting myself balanced, and, be aware that there's going to be like some stress, and some days it's not as bad. Some days it's just, just easy, smooth. But on the days of anxiety, it's a challenge. And, I usually carry with me, my clear quartz, and then I have I always have my moldavite on, but I also have like stones in my pocket too. But I have like 3 or 4 in my pocket, and they're usually depending on the day, but usually it's helped me stay grounded and balanced, help me to not be overthinking, and remember that I'm a spiritual being stuck in a human body and working a human job, whatever you want to call it, being in the real world, basically. And, it takes practice, and it takes time, and remembering to breathe, be calm, be centered, and remember you can only do one thing at a time, really. And just being in the present moment and really listening, and that really helps. So when I'm in that state of mind, I get myself centered, I get myself in my heart space, and I tell myself to not overthink things, to not go, don't go that direction. And when I catch it, I go, cancel, clear, delete. That way I let go of anything that is negative that I've been holding on to or putting out into the universe. I only want, positivity, and to help me to grow in a more happier, version of what I really want to be. So it does take time, but I do see a celebration of you breaking free from this, because you are the creator of what you do. But to get there, you got to get quiet, get into the mind state, or not into the mind state, the heart space, getting out of the mind. But they want you to tune in, meditate, maybe even a guided meditation to help you. And there's so many different solfeggio ones out there. They're different frequencies that really help you to let go of certain, beliefs or unblock certain chakras. You can look them up on YouTube. There's so many out there. And, working with chakras are really good, or stones is really good to help unblocking chakras as well. So usually with me, I will hold my stone and I will meditate with it and listen to a certain frequency sound, and it helps me to get more balanced. It helps me to get grounded. But they want you to really realize the growth that you have been making in what you've gone through, and the wisdom you have gained. So by writing it down, you'll be able to see all that as well. Okay, now the crystal card. Let's see. What does pile 1 need to know? What is their message for this week from Mother Gaia? Okay. Transformation. Definitely going through a big transformation. So maybe even using amethyst will help you, because that's also a very spiritual protection stone. So using amethyst, but you're going through a big transformation. Yeah, protection. Black tourmaline is a great protection stone. And I feel like with those two, you may need those if you're doing spiritual work or any mediumship work. And inspiration, the chrysanthemum stone. That's beautiful. So get inspiration using a yellow stone. You're using the chrysanthemum or even yellow calcite is a really great stone, and that's working with the sacral chakra as well. Is going through that yellow is orangish. The sacral is orange. The solar plexus is yellow. So maybe it's a combination of both, working with both chakras. But I know that by tuning in, getting silent, listening for that guidance, asking questions and waiting for that guidance, I feel like these stones could really help you accelerate further. I feel like if you're doing spiritual work, they're probably asking you to get some more extra protection on yourself. Black tourmaline, I used to wear black tourmaline all the time till I got my Tektite. But black tourmaline is a great stone for protecting your energy from negative energy, hitting you. And the amethyst is a really great stone for using as a spiritual protection too, especially from negative entities, that kind of thing. Spirits, unwanted negative energy, and it protects your aura. So using those stones is really good. So I feel like if you're doing any kind of spiritual work, they're asking you to look at those stones as well. I hope you enjoy the reading. I can't think of anything else. I can't see anything else I need to say that I haven't already said. I've been guided to say. So I hope you really like the video, and I am working on my next video 4 times now. I've done this one as my spiritual experiences growing up. But I didn't like the last one. I'm gonna redo it, and we'll put that out. But I hope you enjoy this reading. Please subscribe, and hit that like button. It really helps me out, and it helps my algorithm or something. But I would really appreciate it. And yeah, I just really appreciate everything you guys are doing. I've got up 300 subscribers, and I'm so grateful. And I'm just waiting to see how much more bigger I can get. But thank you so much for liking the video and listening to it, and I hope you enjoyed. And I'm sending you white light and love, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Get that out. Come on. Welcome to pile 2, and you picked the Ocean Agate. That one I actually was pretty remarkable because I found this one out in San Pedro on a field trip, and I'm always looking for, I thought somebody actually dropped it. I thought somebody lost their stone because it was so beautiful, and then I looked it up, and it's called an Ocean Agate, and it's like it's made out in Mother Earth and between the rocks. I thought it was really beautiful. And this one has a lot of angelic roots, and it works with the heart and the crown. And this one brings abundance, a fullness of life. It's an excellent stone to rebalance, harmonize mind, body, and spirit. It cleanses and stabilizes your aura, eliminates and transforms negativity. It helps you enhance your mental function, improves concentration and perception. And it promotes patience. This is such a beautiful stone, and I just thought it was such a beautiful gift that I was given from Mother Earth. I really watch, when I'm in the nature, I'm always watching, the earth, and there's the stars, the moon, the animals, the birds, and I always look at the meaning behind everything I see. Even if it's like a little skunk that crossed my path the other night, it was really funny, and I looked up the meaning behind it. So it's just, look up the meaning behind it, because the Mother Earth is always speaking to us, and she always has a message, and she always has an answer for you. So, ask those questions, ask your universe, ask, source, God, ask your angels, ask your guides, whatever it is. Put it out to the universe, because you will get an answer, but pay attention too. You got to be aware of it, be in the present moment, then you notice the signs. So I would have totally missed that if I wasn't, really paying attention. Not like I was looking for a stone, but it just happened to be in a crevice of 2 rocks, and there's a little snail on top of it. I think the snail was like right here. It was still like sucking on the the stone, but it was so shiny and beautiful. I really thought somebody had dropped their stone, and then I realized that it was made out in the that was where the snail was. It was made out in Mother Earth. So I just thought it was such a beautiful stone that I usually like to share it, because it's such a beautiful gift. If you pay attention, you will see signs everywhere. So let me put that there. And Mother Earth message for you for this week, and for what you to pay attention to, is the lotus blue butterfly. So it's just a transformation, becoming lightness and beauty. So I feel like with you that you were really on a big transformation road. I also feel like you have a thing for butterflies, or maybe you notice butterflies, or you have a lot of butterflies that come around your home or you. And maybe you have a tattoo. I'm feeling like, there's a message out there. I have one. Probably, I don't know how many, probably who doesn't. But I do feel like you're going through a big transformation this week, and you're becoming more free. You're starting to really realize the gifts of life has to offer you, the beauty of things, being grateful. Everything is beautiful if you look at it different. It's all about the eye of what you're looking at, and what you're looking at, or what you're perceiving, or what you're feeling. So you can look at something, be awful about it, but you can also perceive it as something you're learning from, or it could be in a different perspective. It's just really, you're going through a big transformation, I'm saying. Let's see what else. Your angel card was patience. So it's kind of fitting. So they're asking you to, have patience with yourself for this week too. It's like, I'm hearing, it's like, just, you're going through a big change right now, and a big transformation. 7 is also blessings. So I feel like things are coming forward, and they're just asking you to be patient. Just patient with yourself because of the transformation and the change you're going through. Maybe it's not easy. I know mine hasn't been easy, my transformation, but it's just taking it 1 minute at a time, staying in the present moment. Don't being in the past, don't being in the future. You can start creating your future, but don't be so far in the future you're worrying about how it's going to happen. Just be in the present moment. Be here and now. Have patience with yourself through this transformation, through this change that you're going through, because you're going through a big change. And a lot of you are not easy on yourself. You're just making it harder for yourself. So really be easy on yourself. Maybe getting yourself an agate. If you can find an ocean agate. I don't think, not out there looking for. I know you can buy them too, I think. But if you get yourself an ocean agate, it will help you to find that balance, or even using hematite and tiger's eye mixed in. It's a really great balancing stone, and getting yourself, getting your energy harmonized, getting your chakras harmonized. But they're saying to be patient with yourself, because you're going through a big change, and you're going to be you're going to feel lighter, and you're just going to start shining. I just see more beauty around yourself, just more beauty around what you're doing, and just feeling more lighter, more freer. I feel like by the end of this week, but I feel like it's up to you and when it could be. So, because we all have free choice, and this is a general reading. So, but they're saying that, let's see what else we get in here too. But just be easy on yourself through this change and through this transformation, because sometimes it depends on what you've been through. I know I've had, a lot of childhood trauma and then things I've gone through in my life that has not been easy. And, being shown what I need to go through and what I need to change from. So it's just being easy on yourself. Be patient, forgiveness, forgiveness of yourself and for others. We're not perfect. We're spiritual beings having a human experience. So just, don't take it so seriously. Because when we go home and we go back to the other side, or, wherever we go to, I feel like even when the messages that I've had with the angels that have come to me in my dreams, and I've told them how horrible it is down here, and they're just like, yeah, I know, but it's just an experience. It's like we just make it so serious. So it's about how our human minds perceive it. So it's like we have to change that, and I think it's what we're harmonizing over, and just being patient with yourself for being human, basically. Just be easy on yourself. Okay, so the other cards that came out for you was Stag Spirit, Leadership, and Activation. So you're being Spirit Guardian of Spring. So I feel like by spring too. I think by the end of this week, it's like propelling you into spring, and everything's going to be activated. But I feel like you're being asked to step into yourself. Start taking leadership of your power back. Taking leadership of your life. And start really moving forward and taking steps and doing that. I feel like it's going to be big time activated. I feel like, so I'm hearing two different things, and I think it's because it's general. I'm hearing one thing is that you'll be activated starting in spring, but I feel like by the springtime, and for the other side, I feel like by springtime is there's going to be start fast, forward movement. Like I just feel like you're going to start accelerating, really start opening yourself up more, start becoming a better version of what you want to be, like, being that freedom and that lightness. But I feel like you're being activated, and I feel like the fairies are bringing in, okay, the springtime fairies are bringing in an activation to help you to bring in your leadership, to help you to remember who you are, to help you to take your power back. And the only way to do that is to really get yourself grounded, get yourself balanced, get out of your head, really start meditating, listen to frequency sounds, kind of like the same pile one. But they're really asking you to be patient with yourself, because you're going through a big change. But it's time that you're being activated to start taking leadership of yourself, your life, your surroundings. What do you want to be doing with your life? Start making those notes, start taking charge of your life, take your power back. Don't be, not like you're being submissive or anything, but it's just taking your power back. It's just taking your energy back and start creating what you really want into your life. I had to take a drink, sorry. Okay, let's see what else you have coming forward to you. What else are the other messages they have for you for this week? I feel like it's going to be a big week. Has two cards. Yeah, take control back. You're ready. You're at ripeness. I feel, oh my God, you're so ready. It's like it's time for you to stop following others and start, taking your life back. And I feel like there's been a lot of the past where you've just been a little lazy and kind of lax about it, just waiting for things to come to you. And I feel like it's probably back in the pandemic time. It's like more like a vacation, and we had to stay home, and we've gotten kind of used to that. So it's like time to break free from that. And I feel like if you don't, pretty soon your foundation is going to start crumbling underneath you, and you're going to fall through, and you're going to have to start, making changes in a harder way, basically. So you are ready to start taking your life back, start taking control of your surroundings, how you're feeling, how you're thinking. You're bringing in a totality, a big change, bringing in that balance, trust. Yeah, really time to trust yourself. Time to trust the universe. Your angels, your guides, they're talking to you. They've been sending you messages. And I think your message is through the butterflies. So pay attention to the butterflies. Pay attention to the color. How many times you see that butterfly, not the same one, but that same color, or even dragonflies. I feel like butterflies and dragonflies are kind of mixed in for me, because I always feel like there's spirit associated with both of them. Dragonflies more, I feel, every time I see a dragonfly, it's when a passed over loved one has come back. So that one, I always associate. That always happens to me when I talk to someone. A dragonfly always comes in. So just being aware of the butterflies that you see, because they are giving you messages, and you are going through a big transformation. You're letting go of the past. You're bringing in more of a balance. But they want you to trust yourself. Trust taking control back of your life, your situation, how you're moving forward. Quit fighting yourself. Quit fighting the energy. Stay out of your head. There's like such a fight in your head that it's like you're having a battle within yourself of what you really want to break free from, and you're holding yourself, you're still stuck in the past. And it's like you're still so stuck in the head and the analyzing. And it's like all you have to do is just break free. Just let go. Trust yourself. Trust and fly. Go with the flow. Stay in the present moment, but trust yourself and start making that choice to move forward. Take that leadership of your life and start moving forward. You're being activated into taking leadership of your life. You are in a big transformation, but they're saying by the end of the week, it's time to start taking more action. Trust yourself. Quit fighting yourself. Quit fighting that mental energy, having, sleepless nights over worrying about things that you can't control. It's really surrender is what I'm hearing. Is surrender to what you're going through. Surrender everything that you thought you knew. Letting everything go in the past. Just stop over analyzing. The past is the past. And living in the past doesn't help us. And thinking about your thoughts. Where is your thoughts leading you? Because those thoughts are guaranteed to probably linger to the past. And if you're in the past, you're not being in the present moment, and you're not able to see the messages that Mother Earth is trying to give you. The crystal card that came out is rebirth. How fitting, because you're going through a big transformation. You're going through a big rebirth. You're becoming a whole new, better version of what you were, or what you'll be going through. You got to trust the process. Trust what you're going through. Maybe even making a journal or writing down, reflecting on everything you've been through. You're just making note of it. That way you can see how much progress you have made. Let's see. You're going through a big rebirth and working with, what is that stone? Menelite? I never heard of that. Menelite? Working with Menelite will help your rebirth to go a little more smoother. It's going to make it a lot more gentler on your energy. Or maybe finding an equivalent stone of that. The only thing I can think of is basically, what do you call it? Hematite. And I use my clear quartz, because my clear quartz is the master healer of all crystals. So I love my clear quartz. But those two, and I can't think of any other ones at this moment, but if you want to research, clearing stones. Oh, I lost that card. Of course I did. It's just that kind of energy. Hold on, guys. I got to find this card. Oh, you got prosperity. The green garnet. Working with green garnet is going to bring more prosperity. I feel like another side, because it is a general reading, that you're letting go of old thoughts and old patterns around money as well, and starting to realize that money is about energy. And working with green garnet is going to help you to, get that job you've been looking for, or help guide you into creating your own business, but it's also going to help you to change your mindset about money and how money is just all energy. There's enough for everybody out there. We just have to change our energy and beliefs about it, because I was always raised that you have to work for money. Money does not grow on trees. And yeah, it doesn't, but if we change our energy about money and it's like so bad, or you have to work so hard for it, it's about changing your energy about it. Sorry, how funny. As I'm having trouble with my throat, the communication card came out. And working with Tektite. Oh my gosh, so hopefully you can see that. Working with this stone will help you with your communication stone. I'm definitely going to be looking up that stone. But working with that stone will help you to communicate. It opens up your throat chakra to help you express yourself. Maybe if you receive information from the angels, it will help you communicate those messages out into expressing yourself and being the new person that you're birthing into. But you've been going through a big change. Really letting go of control of the past, and letting go of control of everything that doesn't serve you anymore. You're going through a big change, a big rebirth, and you're letting go of all old beliefs, old behaviors, and you're rebirthing into something more beautiful. And you're being guided into this as well. So we listen to the messages. And I guess that's why they want me to put this video out, is for people to understand that the universe is always speaking to us. But are we paying attention to it? So by looking for the butterflies now, you'll be looking for butterflies and looking up their meaning. You're going to be more aware of your surroundings and what's around you and what they're trying to tell you. But know that you're being guided. So every time you see a butterfly, you're going to know an angel's around you guiding you, or maybe the fairies too. But they're around you and they're guiding you and they're trying to help you get through this. But you really need to trust this process. Trust yourself. Trust your guides, your ancestors. They're guiding you, and you're being activated to start taking leadership into your life, in the role and what you want to be, and start, there's changes you want to make in how you dress or do your hair or whatever. Start taking charge of it. Start taking charge of your life, how you feel. It's up to you. You are the creator of what you want to be. So you're working with the energy of being leadership is really being leader of your thoughts as well. What are you putting out into the universe? What are you putting out into your surroundings? Because if you keep thinking of the same negative thought down, you're going to start creating that into your universe, into your surroundings, into your life. So really stop fighting with yourself. Really trust yourself. Trust the process that you're going through. Really forgive yourself in the past. And forgive yourself too. Because that doesn't help us. We're just having a human experience. So really taking it more lighter. Not taking it so seriously. Because in the end, when we go and we pass to the other side, we're not taking any of this with us, unless you want to. That's up to you. It's in your energy. I don't want to take nothing with me, but that's with me. But I hope you enjoy this reading. I hope you subscribe to get to the next video. I am working on my other video where I talk about my spiritual experiences, spirits that I've had in my life, or just spiritual things, and my haunted doll. And I went to, I think we're going to the 4th time I doing this video, but I had to do some research, so I just wanted to make sure I get this right. So anyway, be on the lookout for that next video, and I hope you like this video and this video. Hit that thumbs up, and I will see you in the next video. You guys have a great day, and I'm sending you white light and love. Bye. Oh, shoot, I forgot to read it from the book. Oh, dang it. Hi, Pile 3, you picked Tektite. So the Tektite is a form of meteorite, and it does help with every chakra. And it helps raise your vibration, your consciousness, your insight. It also brings a protection. I like to carry this with me all the time, because it does help me feel like I'm being protected from negative energies, feelings, that kind of thing. It has a strong connection to the energy and frequencies of other dimensions. and it can heighten your vibration level of your auric field. It also helps with your heightened psychic sensitivity and clairaudience. And it's funny because I'm clairaudient, but I love the stone because it has so many different more meanings. It has a lot of anxiety relief. And also it help you to, or astral travel. If you're looking to, meditate with that, it will help you to astral travel, channeling, communicating with your guides. So I always love holding that stone. I have that one in my pocket on a daily. But I love that stone. And I feel so bad because I just forgot on the Mother Earth messages on the card that we're using. I was supposed to read from the page from the book because there was more meanings behind the animal. I guess maybe they didn't. I already had the information because of the card that was picked. They had butterfly on pile 2, and I love butterflies, and I'm always about transformation and change, and I have a tattoo of it, so maybe that's why I didn't really need to read the book. But I want to make sure I read the book for you guys. So for pile 3, if you pick Tektite, there's a reason why, and I feel like there's messages, or maybe you're clairaudient and you're opening up, or your psychic mediumship and you're trying to receive information. Getting Tektite will really help open up those channels. And I feel like that you may be a spiritual medium, or a psychic or psychic medium, something of those areas, or a channeler as well, because you may be receiving information from your ancestral team, or your Palladian team, or something of the UFOs, but what do you want to call them? Our light being friends, our family. So I feel like you may be guided to getting a Tektite, or any kind of like what do you want to? I have a Moldavite. Moldavite also helps with those abilities as well. You're receiving information from the other side, but Tektite has a stronger connection to that as form of a meteorite. So your animal card that they really want you to pay attention to is the lizard. Dora. Dreaming, sight, knowledge, hidden gifts. Oh, that kind of mixed in with a Tektite. You definitely have some gifts that are truth was your angel card. Wow. So you definitely have some hidden gifts that are coming out and coming open. And using Tektite is going to really help you to gain more insight and help you to receive more knowledge. But also to help you to see those hidden gifts, to also see and also pay attention to your dreams. Because I feel like your dreams are giving you messages, and they're trying to tell you like your life purpose, to help you move forward and to really trust yourself. But you're more stuck into, well, you're really grounded, but you need to open up more of your third eye and your crown chakra, if that makes more sense. So that way you can receive the more information. Yeah, that makes sense. Because I see a lot of red and orange, so I feel like you're really grounded. You're really grounded down, but you're not in your top 3 chakras, where a lot of us, like me, I'm always in my top 3. It's hard for me to stay grounded. I have to carry certain stones to help me to stay grounded. But you're very grounded. So working with higher stones is going to really help you. So working with Tektite is going to be a really great stone for you to work with, to help you open up those communication channels, to help you communicate with the other side, your ancestral team, your angelic team, your Palladian, whatever team out there, your family soul light team. So you'll be able to receive more information, galactic, that's the word I'm looking for, to help you to receive those information, because you're too grounded. So you need stones to help you, or help you to raise your vibration and open up your third eye and your crown chakra to receive those messages. Okay, I want to read what the book says. We got 18. What does this say? Yep. 15, 17, 18. All right, your message. Sometimes as we journey through our normal busy lives, a whisper comes to call us from a place deep within. At first it may be subtle, so quiet in fact that it could be easily missed among life's other pressures. But if we pause to listen, we will hear it like the distant rumble of a thundercloud within. This is the calling of our ancient inner knowing, summoning us onto our path. Tutora, I don't know if I'm saying that right, speaks to the ancient call of your spirit. Now is the time to awaken your dormant abilities and choose the path that honors the full expression of your unique gifts. The role you came here to play was decided long ago. A specific energy You came here to play was decided long ago. Sorry. A specific energy was greatly needed, and you chose to bring it. Listen to the part of you that is now bound by daily tasks, but is alight with the mission of fulfilling your deeper contracts with life. Sometimes making choices means giving up certain activities in order to make room for the greater dream to come through. Even if choosing one path requires letting go of another, know that there is no risk of losing yourself. Excuse me. When you make a true commitment to the one, you naturally include the all. Totora says, back in the warmth of your ancient knowing, embrace your power to see all possibility and to choose the path that truly honors your soul. In doing so, you honor the soul of the world and all of life. There is no need to rush ahead, but when you connect with your own sense of inner knowing, when you claim your deepest gift, you will know that you have no choice but to move forward into your unique calling in the world. And then your affirmation is, I am one with the ancient knowing of my soul. I feel its calling in my body. I live its truth on my path. Very beautiful. It's native to New Zealand. Totora is the last surviving species of an ancient order of reptiles. That's really cool. So you want to look that up. That's really interesting. I don't think you want to hear all that though. So he's here to show you your gifts. So it's time for you to really start paying attention, really get yourself grounded, start meditating, asking questions like, what is my life purpose? What are my gifts? What are you being guided into? Where are you being, what do you feel guided into doing? Is it, tarot cards? Is it crystals? Is it music? Is it art? There's so many different avenues out there that we express it. Is it through poetry? There was America's Video Talent, America's Got Talent. I don't usually watch it, but there was this poet on there. He was absolutely amazing. So you find you're opening up to your gifts, but it's like you're starting to really they want you to notice that you have special gifts. So it's time for you to really know this. So this week you're going to be starting to be shown different ways or different, you're going to have intuitive impulses like dreams, or even like inner vision you might get, or through a conversation you're going to start receiving more bits and pieces of what your hidden talents are. What is it you're supposed to be doing? What do you want to start playing with? If you want to start playing with colors, painting, writing, drawing, what is it you're trying to be guided to? And start listening to those messages. So pay attention to how many times you see a lizard come across your path. Even if you're flipping through channels on TV and all of a sudden there's a lizard, or actually what actually crosses your path. Maybe you live in a desert area, or somewhere where in the mountains where you see more lizards, that kind of thing. Or maybe you go hiking, you see a lizard. Pay attention to the type of lizards that you're seeing, because there's all kinds of messages that you're going to be receiving related to the lizard. And it's time to show you, and they're trying to show you that you have these hidden abilities, hidden gifts that need to come out and start shining and start showing the world what you're basically made of. So let's see what else. And they want you to have, it's the truth, basically. So it's like basically confirming that you have hidden gifts, but they want you to know the truth. And it's time for you to know the truth. And you've been asking for the truth, and you're going to pay attention to the signs, pay attention to the universe, because Mother Earth is always speaking. What else does pile 2 or 3? Sorry. What do they need to know for this week? Courage and happiness. Have courage to be happy, but also you're going through a big change, and you're going to start having more courage to step out. And I feel like working with Tektite will help you to bring in that more courage within yourself, to actually start accepting the gifts that you have, start accepting the truth of the gifts that you have, the talents that you're here to shine to the world, to share with the world. And it's going to bring you great happiness. It's going to bring you so much joy once you really accept it and really move forward in that direction. It's going to bring you a lot of happiness. It's going to start bringing you more of like a feeling of like, okay, and I finally know what I'm here for kind of feeling. It's like you don't feel like you're just, bumming around all over and just working a regular job and having a human experience. There's more to your life than all that. And they really want you to pay attention to that. Going with the flow, exactly. Um, Going with the flow is just going to help you and guiding you into the next steps. Let's see, hold on. I think I'm getting too much information all at once and I'm getting miscombobulated here. What else does pile 3 need to know? Thank you. So I do feel like for some of you, you've been really suppressing a lot of this that you've been feeling or been hearing, and you've been really holding it back and really suppressing yourself. And you feel like you're going a little crazy, like you don't understand it, or you don't understand why you're receiving this information. And it's really overwhelming you. And I feel like it's stressing you out, but you really need to talk about it. Find somebody you can confess to, somebody you can talk to about, you feel freely about, a best friend, your sister, brother, dog, somebody you can really just let it out, let it go, because you're not crazy. I guarantee you. There was so many times when I was going through my experiences, I thought I was really losing it. And I had no one to talk to, especially going through my awakening. There was nobody around me going through the awakening at the time. So I was really going through it by myself, and I was going through the dark night of the soul, and I was really stuck in the past, and I was stuck in my head and just really reliving my childhood all over again and reliving all the stuff that's been holding me back, that's making me feel like I'm a people pleaser, and I'm so submissive, and really starting to be more stronger within myself and taking my power back and really working on myself and my journey and really starting to create my life. But the only way I had to get there was I had to find other people that I could talk to. But a lot of the things is I'd rather go, like, I feel like I'm being guided to go through it on my own. Like, and I write a lot and I journal, and I stopped for a while because I have really bad hands. So I haven't been writing as much. So, and I think that's why my journey's been taking me a little bit longer, because I'm not getting it out on paper. And that's the best way to go through any kind of healing process, is writing it out on paper. So, but you're going through, they really want you to ask you to bring in your courage, to have courage to go through what you're going through, to have courage to step up and start realizing the gifts that you have. You're not going crazy, but it's time for you to start talking to other people and expressing it to other people. And I feel like you may be like a gifted psychic or, a channeler or something in that, especially if you got Tektite. And you're being really exhausted over it. You're exhausted holding all this stuff in and not having anybody to talk about what you're going through. I don't think those are all there. It's just, you're holding it all in, and that can be so exhausting when you have no outlet. So if you can, try, making, like, I'm seeing what they're showing me is like, make a special night for yourself, a time where you can find some alone time, or even early in the morning, but light a candle, get your journal, get your favorite color pen out, maybe stickers, whatever you got to do, but write everything out. Write it out. Let everything out that you've been holding on to, everything you've been thinking, or things that you think you're crazy about, or what you're hearing. Getting it out on paper. It's a way of talking. You're talking to the universe. You're talking to your angels. You're talking to your guides. And just putting it out on paper, it's such a big release. And you're not holding it back anymore. You're not holding it in. You're letting it out, because it's all through energy. Writing is an energy form because you're letting it out. You're not holding it in. And so it's like a big release. And they're saying to drink water too after you're done. But make time for yourself so you can write it out. How many long nights it has to be? If this is one day, fine. If it's like, a couple of nights, give yourself that time to go through it. Hold on. Because you'll start piecing the puzzles together. You're going to start seeing what needs to change, what you need to let go of. And the best way to do that is through meditation, writing, letting it go. But through all this, they really want you to see that is to go with the flow, surrender. Quit fighting yourself. Quit fighting the energy. You really go with the flow with it. Ooh. All right, we will go with these. Yeah, you've been alone. It's been a long journey, a lone journey. You're not going crazy. I've been there. Opening up as a psychic was not easy. And I just thought it was just a normal thing, and I really thought I was bipolar. you're going to start sharing your gifts. You're here to start sharing your gifts. You're here to realize the gifts that you have to share, and you're meant to share them. So you're going through a big process. You're going through a big change, a big, it's a big shift is what I'm hearing. But I think through the process of writing, it's going to really help you to see the next steps, because you're going to start piecing all the pieces, piecing the puzzles together of your journey, like maybe going through a life review, basically. Start realizing everything you've gone through. And that's what I had to go through. That's what I went through. I was going through a spiritual class, and I didn't realize I was a medium. And these are things I've always done my whole life, but I didn't realize what it meant, and I didn't ask questions. I just went through life like that. And my mom had passed away years ago, so it wasn't like I had her to talk to. I have my sister, but it was just different. She had more information than my mom did. So been talking to my mom a lot from the other side and getting a lot of information. But you're here to really open up and really realize that you have hidden gifts, that you have hidden abilities, and have the courage to really step up and step out, because you have a gift to share with the world, and that's what you're here for. You have a gift to share. And I feel like through channeling, really, because with the Tektite and hidden gifts, I feel like you might be a channeler. By working through with your third eye, sight. So, and I feel like you're grounded. Yeah, you definitely need to work through the top 3 chakras, like your throat chakra, the third eye, and the crown chakra. And also the star soul chakra. The star soul one is above the crown chakra. So start working with those 3 or 4, because it will help you really get grounded into really realizing those hidden gifts that you have within yourself that you're here to share with the world. But I feel like a lot of it has to do with channeling, maybe writing it out, writing out what you're hearing, what you're receiving, what is the information you're getting, because maybe then you can take a look at it and realize it's not you that's, having these thoughts. You're receiving information from the other side. So, and I feel like you could be a channeler of, special information to share with the world. And that's by the sharing. Oh, that's how interesting. Let's see what crystals or what else does pile 3 need to know? Ooh. So you got emotions. Black moonstone can really help with emotions. If you're feeling even emotional, over emotional, working with moonstone can really help with that. And solutions is hypersthene. I don't know why these names are so difficult. Hypersthene. So working with that stone, I don't know how hard, or maybe even the image will help you. I don't know how easy these stones are going to be to find, but it can help you with solutions. So I feel like you're going to be receiving solutions into how you're dealing with your emotions, because it's got a big change when you start realizing that you're really receiving information. So it's like really being, starting to understand the emotions that you're feeling and how you react to them, but also about how you feel it and sense it. And you might receive like more solutions and answers to those emotions that you're feeling. Maybe there are answers and healing things that you need to learn through, or maybe it's something you can help with others. Maybe you're an empath and you feel all that, so you can help them with their transformation and their healing. You definitely have self-love, cobalto calcite, and transformation. Definitely going through a big transformation, and you are so loved from the other side. You have so many ancestors around you is what I'm hearing. Ancestors, angels, spirit guides. You have so much love around you, and they're all there supporting you on your journey, that they're always around you. The amethyst I love, because that always tells me my Archangel Michael's around. And I feel like you're so protected by Archangel Michael as well. But this is your process. You're going through a big change this week, I feel like, and I feel like it can continue on too. It depends on you and your energy and what you're putting into it and helping you to move forward with it. But you're going through a big change, a big transformation, and I think it has a lot to do with your hidden gifts, what you're waking up to and the knowledge that you have. It's time for you to start sharing it out. So it's like really making a plan, getting it out on paper, really having self-love for yourself, but I feel like they're sending so much love out to you as well, because I forgot that even said self-love. I was getting a lot of information that the other side is sending you a lot of love, and they're trying to help you to get through the next step, because they really want you to just stay with the flow, go with the flow, surrender into it, don't fight it. This is part of your journey, and it's time for you to start making like a plan, an idea of what you want to do, so that you can start sharing your gifts with the world, because you definitely have a gift to share. So they really want you to start focusing on that and really getting yourself grounded. So working with Tektite, I feel like will really help you in giving you that confidence and the healing, all the chakras to help you to move forward to really receive those gifts. But I would definitely start working with the top 3 chakras or 4. That way it can help you to move forward in a more less stressed out way. Instead of being always grounded, you need to be you need to have a balance. You need to be grounded, definitely, but you need to be in the top 4 as well, because that's where you receive information and really accept your gifts. Okay. And help open up your clairaudience, definitely, because if you're receiving information, you may be hearing it clairaudiently. All right, so I hope I don't see any more information. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. But you're going through a big change. But I feel like this is the message for the week. This is what they're saying. This is the message for the week. But this can continue on, because you're going through a big awakening. You're going through a big change. And I feel like a lot of gifts are going to start opening up more and more and more. So it's like taking classes, reading up on it, taking studies. Be gentle on yourself. Start journaling. Start writing this stuff out. Because if you don't, you're going to start forgetting. But definitely have a balance more. Listen to more music. Listen with your clairaudience. Meditate. Start practicing those skills. And I feel like you already have done to some extent, but they're like asking you to step up a little bit more. But what else is the card? No, yeah, courage. Yeah, have that courage. Have that courage to step up and really accept what you're going through. Accept the gifts that you have. Have courage to shine. Have courage to show the world the gifts that you have. This is time for you to really step up. But I feel like it's up to you too. So if how much you're receiving, what level you're at. This is a general reading, so it might not apply to everybody, because you could be at a beginner stage, you could be already at the advanced stage, and you're just waiting to just pop open. So it's just like really working with the next top 3 chakras to help you. But working with Tektite, I think, could be a doorway too for you as well, like not like a portal, but to help you to move to the next level, basically. But I love that stone. I love that. I carry that with me all the time. It's always in my pocket, and I love that stone, but I always forget the meanings of it. That's why I have my cards. I write down all the stones, and I write down all the meanings of them, because there's so much information on it. It's so hard to remember every little thing on it. So it's always good. I have like a little index cards. It just helps me out. But I hope you enjoy the reading, and be on the lookout for my next video. This will be my 4th time doing the video, but I'm trying to talk about I'm not a very good storyteller. And I over criticize myself too. So I need to just go with the flow with it. But I wanted to redo the video because I did some research and on the doll that I was talking about, on this haunted doll that I had. And I did some research on it. I don't know why I never did all these years, but I'll talk about that in the next video. But that one's on the next one, and I'll be working on that one too. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that thumbs up. It does help me to gain more. It helps the algorithm or something, because I'm trying to get out where I can do live videos on YouTube. But thank you so much for my 300 subscribers. I am so grateful. Oh my God, you have no idea. I never thought I would ever reach that high. I think I say that every time I reach 100 or 200. But I'm so grateful. I've gotten up to 300. I am just so grateful for you guys. And be on the lookout for the next video. And if you have any tips on anything you want me to speak about, any crystal ideas or spiritual ideas, please leave a comment down below. That way I can maybe talk about that in the next video. But I hope you guys enjoy this really, really. And I'm sending you all white light and love, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.